Welcome in everybody to another episode of the Wisemen Say podcast. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald Lucas. We will be joined later on, hopefully, by Konor. Jerald, my friend, how's it going, buddy?
It's going wonderful. I'm anxiously waiting for tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be the vibes were immaculate up at training today. If you missed it or if you haven't seen it already, go check out our Twitter. All of the media availabilities with Malde Amundsen, Yaya Boa, Aiden Morris, and head coach Wilfried Nancy are published onto our podcast page, are also shared onto our Twitter. So we have all of that ready to go for you all. Give it a listen, see what they had to say ahead of tomorrow's intriguing matchup against Club America. It was just vibes today, man. I'm telling you.
So, I know they travel. They
Oh,
travel
boy, do
well.
they ever.
You heard it when they played St. Louis City.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's gonna be a banger tomorrow. You know,
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I am too, because I mean it's just one of those where Columbus is coming in, even though we're at home, gonna be the away team. So you sort of have to have that away team mentality.
Yeah. It's like it's still a home game for us because we're still listed as the home team. At least I think we are.
No,
We are listed as the away team?
yeah,
No, shit. All right.
that would have been crazy. With us being the away team, even though we're at home, the team be put into the away locker room.
Yeah, no, we're still gonna have our own locker room. We still got our own locker room, so we're fine there. But heading into this game tomorrow, I mean, what are you looking for? What are you looking for Columbus to do?
Keep playing their same game because they're both similar in style of play. Watching them take on St. Louis. You saw they had, I can't remember who it was in the middle that was pretty much their version of Lucas Zelarayan, but uh the way that they were directing traffic and all the touches, all the passes, right, before they went forward, you'd
Yeah.
start to come forward, then it would come back and reset and go side to side.
Mm-hmm.
There is a player, I forget his first name, but last name is Kionis.
Julian Quinones.
Yes. Oh my God.
He's good.
He
He's good.
he needs to be marked. You know. So I mean, this is gonna be a good matchup for the crew, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
To test not only where they are as far as the team goes, but where Nazi has the team, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You
Sorry.
it's a, what do I want to say? It's a there's a test in MLS to see how you stack up as a first year coach. You start gelling, you got the team on an upward trajectory, right? Now how do you play against international teams? And one that, has a storied history, Club America, and has a knack for winning championships. I think they're one of the big four in Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, they're not. I don't think they're doing too hot this season, but they are one of the
Well,
top
I'm just
teams
saying,
in.
like, you have the big four, and then you have everybody else
Yeah.
as far as name recognition.
Oh
And I
yeah.
think
Oh yeah. They are.
I think it's what, Tigres, Club America.
It's Tigres, Club America, Monterrey, Chivas de Guadalajara.
That's the big four right there.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a banger tomorrow.
Um, at training today, I didn't go out for the 15-minute window just because I had a game myself. But one of the things that Amundsen said kind of stood out was like I asked him if he watched any of the Club America St. Louis game,
Mm-hmm.
and he said he watched the first half. And there's plenty that they can kind of break down and whatnot. But it was later on he was answering a question from Brian Hedger from the Dispatch. He said that it's interesting to see the way that Liga MX teams behave when they're up, when they're down, and along those lines. So I'm interested to see that if Columbus go up tomorrow and get the first goal or take the lead, how are they going to play? How's Club America going to play? And it goes back to what Nancy said today. I don't know if you heard it or not. Um, Matching the mentality of how
Mm-hmm.
they play, right? So while the task is still the same, they're going to treat it like any other game. How's Columbus going to match Club America's mentality if Club America goes up or if they go down? You know what I mean?
And I like the fact, the quote. I can't. I know Aiden said it, but also Nazi said it too. I think he said it along the lines of, preparing for the team as normal, but we fear no team.
Oh yeah, we respect all teams, but we fear nobody. That quote, that quote needs to be hung
T-shirt.
up. Yeah, I was like, okay, Aiden Morris dropping the knowledge bombs on us and whatnot.
Yeah.
Golly,
Respect all, fear none.
yeah.
That should hang in the locker room.
So I'm trying to pull up the bracket again. Big Sky bracket. Um, but Connor says, "Hey guys, sorry I'm working late tonight. No, Connor, you're all good, man. It's all good, buddy.
There's plenty more games left.
Oh yeah, for sure. We still got knockout round, Hell is Real, MLS games, all that. We got Leagues Cup final because I believe we're making it to the final. But the dude. It's just there was. Were there Zoom for Amundsen and Yaboa? No. Okay, so it was just Nazi and Morrison. I don't know, man. There was just it felt like a little extra pep up at OHPC today. I don't know why. There was just you could feel that this game was going to be something, or is going to be something, I should say.
From just, listening to everything, you can sense there is more energy, a different confidence than what it has been this season.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sounds, from, some of the answers to the questions, it sounds like they're having fun.
Yeah.
Granted, they played a game, for 2 days, last week.
But they had the next few days off.
And hey, they needed to be sitting in ice baths and rehab.
Lucas was on a flight somewhere. But I think it's
Where'd he go?
man. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think he went somewhere with his family.
Probably
Yeah.
because they were in town last week.
Yeah. Well, Lucas's family lives here.
Well, there was
But
somebody.
I think him and his family just went like a mini vacation or something like that.
Hey, he deserved it.
Yeah, well needed. Connor says this game is going to be a barn burner. I feel like we'll go out there and get 2 goals off rip, catch America off guard. Um, off topic. I only started knowing what a barn burner was last year. I had never heard that phrase before. Never in my life. But if we get 2 goals off rip, Oh, dude, we're looking good to host on Friday night. I've already cleared my schedule after the Lead the Way event on Friday. I've already cleared my schedule because I'm anticipating on hosting.
Listen, we might host two rounds.
That's fine with me. I'll take that.
But um, what was I gonna say? No, they the difference, last week versus this week, right? You don't know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what is going on with my computer? Um, the difference from last week to this week is totally different. It just feels like I said, they're having fun. And Chris brought it up today about the stats about Lucas.
Yeah,
You know, played against, Club America 18 times and only has one goal.
two.
Two
A
goals.
brace. Yep, a brace.
So 2 goals out of 18 matches. Not saying that, he wasn't on his game. It just, those teams that Club America had, the defense. So let's see if how are they going to get Lucas involved more, knowing that the type of defense, right? How can they get Lucas to whether he scores or he contributes, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that they could do that?
Get him to score.
Well, not get him to score, but to either break them down to where he can score,
Mm.
or
Well,
if he can't get a good shot on target, be a contributing factor.
so I was looking at the preview today. Club America is very stout on defense. They lead Columbus in clearances, duels won, like every defensive category, right? So I think the thing is Columbus would need to throw more numbers up. You know what I mean? Get Nagby, get Morris, get Amundsen, get Yabo already in the box and whatnot. They need to have more numbers in the box and have the contributing factors come from the defense, right? So if it all comes down to the simple one two one touch two touch passing, you know, because we've seen it before. Columbus can play around in out of pressure. My lord, that's like it's one of the most nerve wracking things. But when it's done correctly, it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
What was it on? It was on that Kuto goal against Inter Miami, where it was like everybody touched the ball. I think it was Inter Miami or against Orlando, where it was like 40 some passes and then a goal. Um,
Oh, that game.
yeah,
Who was that? It was like 20 something odd passes and then the goal. Everybody touched the ball.
yeah,
Oh fudge. Who was that? I can't remember what game that was, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
you know what I'm saying? And that's what Club America did against St. Louis.
Well, let's just also put it this way. St. Louis did not play their best game despite having, some of their top guys is on the field. Right?
Yeah.
I think this is what St. Louis did against Club America. Who played in goal for St. Louis against Columbus?
Was it Lund?
Yes. Who played in goal for St. Louis against Club America?
Their star?
Roman Bierke.
Yeah.
Who played in goal against St. Louis for Columbus?
Evan Bush?
Who do you think gets to start tomorrow against Club America? I'm not saying that it's going to happen, I think it's going to happen. I think Patrick Schulte starts tomorrow.
I don't know.
What? Really?
I mean, I would.
I'm for the record, I'm not taking anything away from Evan Bush because Evan Bush did great against St. Louis. I'm simply saying that a game like Club America,
I mean, I would start Schulte.
yeah, it's again not taking anything away from Evan Bush. The guy he's a class act.
Yep.
Evan Bush has been an amazing keeper all his time in MLS.
I also think though that was a matchup against teammates.
Yeah, the Akron. Ben Lunt, Darlington Nagby, Evan Bush. I saw that.
All on the same team. So
But
I think
good. Finish it up.
I think you start Schulte. I mean, he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how he handles it. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're gonna have to, right? Because here's the thing. For Columbus to, try and break down Club America and whatnot, Club America is very stout on defense. But I didn't watch all of the St. Louis game because it was already 1-0. I was exhausted. But for the numbers that Club America has from their one game against St. Louis, their only game so far, you would want somebody to kind of, if a long touch gets ahead, say of Quinones, you would want somebody to be there to kind of stop a possible attack and get Columbus' ball back. That's why Patrick Schulte plays that sweeper keeper.
Yeah, I mean, I see it. I mean, we just got to see who Nazi's gonna come out with.
Yeah,
I'm done trying to figure out who's gonna be in goal.
And I also think we see Matan.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do we see Matan in the first half?
I think second.
Second half?
I think second half.
When Gressel comes on?
Yeah. Yep. I think Nazi brings on Matan and Gressel at the same time.
Now, what about Yevon?
Yevon,
you start him, or do you still one more time? Coming off the bench.
Yeah. Come off the bench with Yevon. Come off the bench with Yevon a little bit, but maybe sooner than, what was that, 70 something minute?
Yeah.
I say 60 something minute.
When they bring in like Gressel and Matan.
Yeah, but again, this is what Nancy does. He lets the game dictate what he does.
So we could see those two coming out of halftime.
Pending how the game. Yeah, if the game is not in our favor, I say we see two subs at halftime, which doesn't take away a window of our 3 windows to make five subs.
So we can make 2 at half, and then still have 5 more.
Yeah, in 3 windows.
Ooh. I never really quite understood that. If you brought somebody in, I thought that took away from the 5.
No, it does take away. It's a Links Cup. I'm thinking MLS. It's a Links Cup, so it does take away a window. So he'll have to use it wisely. I'm thinking MLS.
Also, in MLS, if you sub at half,
it doesn't take away your 3 windows. So it doesn't take away a window of your 3, but you still no. So in MLS, it doesn't take away a window, but it takes away the sub.
Okay.
So say like this is MLS, right? You have 3 windows, you bring in 2, you can make 1 sub per window.
Okay.
To bring in your 5. In Leagues Cup, it takes away a window and subs.
And subs.
Yes. So you'll have 2 windows to make 3 subs. 1 or 2, 2 or 1.
If you bring on 2.
At halftime. Yeah.
That sucks.
But I think it opens up possibility for fresher legs.
It does.
If played right. If that makes sense. But again, this is what Nazi does. He lets the game dictate what he does as far as substitutes go. Because it all goes back to that party reference.
Yep.
So,
Hey, that's going to be always the best one when it talks about subs.
Dude, tell me about it. I just wish somebody else, Caleb Porter, had a mentality like that in the past, Kelly Porter.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you. But we were talking off camera before we started about scenarios.
There's so much drama in this League Cup, man, as far as some of these games go.
Welcome to CONCACAF, buddy. Welcome to CONCACAF, man. I'm telling you right now. This is I don't mean this personally. I don't mean this in a harmful way. I don't think you've truly experienced CONCACAF before.
Nope.
So, you know how MLS After Dark gets crazy?
I see.
CONCACAF is like top-notch mental.
I mean, I think I brought it up to you yesterday. As far as like in the West goes, we could see a CCL championship game rematch. You know, in the round of 16. LAFC versus Club Leon.
Team notes. I'm pulling up the team notes because it has a scenario if Crew were to get C1 and Crew to get C2.
You know,
I just got to find it.
I'm so glad there is one particular team that is no longer in here.
Hey, man. I think we're both happy about that.
Because, I mean, you know, it's funny. They have that picture with their banner. It says, keep doubting us. And somebody had posted that underneath underneath the final score. Oh, yeah.
From the Juarez game?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Because somebody said, you know, they're showing signs of progress and, you know, take this time to, you know, get healthy and all of that. And somebody trolled, and it was a Crew fan.
Of course it was.
Trolled him with the keep doubting us.
Of course it was. Well, you want to know what the funny thing is also? Garth Lagerwey, president of Atlanta United, said that Atlanta United was taking Leagues Cup very seriously. They're gone. They're eliminated.
Hey, they fought. Look, as much as, you know.
Not hard enough.
Yeah, not hard enough, but they were fighting to get that equalizer against Cruz, and who else to get it? Thiago Motta. You know, but it just, I don't know what's his name? Starts with a P, but I don't know what he was thinking and when he shot that PK far left.
Starts with a P for who?
Atlanta. Petra. It was Petra. Pet something. But he stepped up and Cruz Azul keeper went to his right and that shot went far left. And it just...
I have to look at the roster.
And then Cruz stepped up and banged one home.
So, looking at this bracket, right?
Ugh.
Currently, here's the way I see it. Okay. Unless we win by 2 goals or more, we're getting C2. That's all there is to it. Club America currently sit C1. 3 points, 1 game play, 1 win, 4 goals for, 0 goals allowed. So they have a +4 goal differential. Columbus, 3 points, 1 game played, 1 win, 2 goals for, 1 goal allowed with a +1 goal differential. So if we win by 3 or more, and we have to have.
But see, if we win, we don't have to worry about it.
Well,
If
points, yeah.
If we win by points, we take
we go C1.
We take C1. Now, if we draw and go to the PKs,
if we draw, we get C2.
Yeah,
by far.
Unless it depends. Yeah, well, yeah.
Sorry, my head itches so bad.
You're fine. Okay. So if we draw and go to PKs, we're in C2.
Yes.
There's no question about that. So
let's work out both ways. Okay. So if Columbus Crew win against Club America, then they would be the first place team at C1. They would play the Central 2 second place finisher, which could be. When does Chicago? When do they play?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so we're going to be keeping an eye on that game then.
Mm-hmm.
Also, okay. So Minnesota's already clinched a spot. Right now, it's just figuring out who's going to be C1 and who's going to be C2.
Yep.
And who's going to be eliminated. So, hypothetically speaking, right? If Chicago were to beat Puebla, Chicago would top of the group. Minnesota would be second.
Yep.
We would face Minnesota United.
Have we faced them since they came in the league?
Minnesota? Yes.
Yeah. Have we faced him here in Columbus?
No. Once in Minnesota, once in MLS's back tournament. I might have lied to you. I think we did face Minnesota here. I don't feel like looking it up. I want to say it was. Hang on. Columbus Crew versus Minnesota United. Was this in Minnesota?
No.
Oh, that's a friendly.
Champions
Round of 16.
That's.
So
we did face them at Columbus Crew Stadium.
Yeah, the old stadium, but not when Lower.com. Not since Lower.com has been opened.
September 23rd of 2020, we beat them 2-1.
Yep. And then, we lost to them in PKs in the MLS's back tournament, round of 16.
Yep.
And then we played them again September 23rd. Yep. So ever since Columbus has opened Lower.com, they have not been here.
We also played them in 21, but that was out in Champions Gate Sportplex.
Yeah, that was a friendly. That was I think that was a tournament or some sort.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Where we lost 5-2.
Yeah.
Eesh.
So we will face Minnesota United. Chicago would be facing the winner of C1 second, Club America. That's going to be a game and a half. On the off chance that we lose to Club America and Puebla and Chicago tie,
we would play Chicago, right?
We would play Minnesota away.
Oh.
Because looking at C2, Brett, and looking at C2 as of the team notes that were given today, Chicago sit first. Minnesota's done with their games. They have 3 points. 1 win, 1 loss. Chicago and Puebla draw. Chicago gets a point.
They win their group.
They win the group. We would play Minnesota away at Allianz Field.
Which sucks.
Yeah. Because I don't think I can hop a flight that fast.
I can't drive that fast either.
No way. That's like leaving at 2:00 in the morning and getting there like a day before. Or some shit like that. But wait, here it is. Okay. If Chicago win against Puebla, then the first place team will play Minnesota United. The winner of C1. Okay. If Chicago loses in their match to Puebla, then they would be the second place finishers C2 due to goal differential versus, they spelled differential wrong in the notes, by the way, versus Minnesota, unless the Fire come out of the game with a greater goal differential than +3. Dude, CONCACAF, bro. It's amazing.
Listen, there's too much math.
It's okay. What? Let me see. Let me see if I can gain some clarity here. So, if Chicago wins against Puebla, then the first place team will play Minnesota United. The first place team in C1 will play Minnesota United, meaning Columbus. If Columbus were to win against Club America tomorrow, if Chicago loses in their match to Puebla, then they will be the second place finisher in Central 2 due to goal differential versus Minnesota, unless the Fire come out of the game with a greater goal differential than +3. So if Chicago loses, they would have to.
They'd have to win. They'd
have to win by 3 or more.
Yeah.
Or no.
They would have to score.
Yes. But this doesn't make sense though. No. Okay, I see it. This is saying if Chicago loses to their match against Puebla, then they'll be a second place finisher unless Chicago win and come out of the group with a greater goal differential of 3. So Chicago to top the group need a win or
3+.
3+. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think.
Yeah.
This is math. Math is hard. And if Conor's watching math, yes, math is hard.
CONCACAF math sucks.
So now, scenario 2, if Crew is second in Central 1, if the Columbus Crew lose against Club America, then they will be the second place team in Central 1. They'll play the Central 2 first place finisher, which could be. This is all assuming that Chicago wins, and I think they will. No matter what, I think we play Chicago next, unless we beat Club America. Then we'll play Minnesota. Or there's a possibility we could play, I believe, Puebla.
If Puebla wins
by
4 or more.
I count 5.
So if they beat Chicago with 5 goals.
Because I'm looking at goal differential also.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but now the tiebreakers head-to-head. For clarity, a win in penalty kicks is a win for purposes of this tiebreaker. So in head-to-head, Minnesota has beat Puebla, lost to Chicago. Mm-hmm. Chicago has beat Minnesota. They still have yet to play. Puebla has lost against Minnesota. Math, man, this sucks. If Puebla win, they have one win, 1 loss. Chicago has a win and a loss. Minnesota has a win and a loss. The next go to the next tiebreaker because all these teams will be level for head to head because they've won one and lost one with each other. Better goal differential between goals scored and goals conceded in the group stage. So then it would be goal differential and goals conceded, goals allowed.
It's a difference of that.
Yeah. See, this is why I wish Chicago and Pueblo would play tonight. If that is tied up, greater number of goals scored, which Minnesota would take first. This is saying if Chicago doesn't score more than 3. That's what that means.
How wild would that Pueblo still has a chance to be second?
And Chicago could be eliminated.
Yeah.
Dude, this is freaking crazy.
That'd be brutal.
This
if
is
Pueblo ends up getting
mental.
5 goals.
I'm turning this game on my laptop and listening to it as our game goes on, by the way. So either way, we could be fair. I think this is my gut talking. I think we will get second and we will face Chicago.
I think we get first.
I hope we get first and then we can play somebody.
Because I think we get first. I just think I'd have too much faith in the team. But I have seen some Club America jerseys around.
Oh yeah, there were a couple. I was uploading the stuff to the podcast website. There was a car that pulled up. 4 of them got out, took a picture with a long banner in front of the C on the side of the building.
It's amazing, for to see fans of the opposite team come up and do that.
But then again, it just shows that this game tomorrow is going to be insane.
It's already sold out.
11th sellout of the season, I think it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That south end is going to be monster.
That south end's going to be freaking brutal. Oh my god, that south end is going to be nuts.
Now, you heard what happened in St. Louis, right? I think it was in St. Louis. There were somebody's supporters that let off smoke in the corner.
Club America supporters?
I believe it might have been Club America. I don't know. I got to go back and find it. But I think it was Club America versus St. Louis.
Okay.
Where away fans, he let some smoke off in the away section.
That's Club America.
We're sitting here talking about CONCACAF, madness and all that. The Red Bulls look like they could be eliminated.
Could be.
Well, the way it was standing, that if they didn't let San Luis score, it was going to be them and New England advancing.
Did San Luis score?
Yes.
Things you love to see. Any more scenarios that we want to break down really quick before I turn it over to Cappy's corner?
There is one that's very interesting though, down like by us. Like, if we do come out of there with a win, right? The bracket below us is the C3 winner, Central 3, or Central 3.
So down farther on the C bracket,
which is Central 2. winner takes on Central for second place.
Mm-mm.
Or Central.
Central 2 winner takes on Central 1 second. Central 3 winner takes on Central 4 second.
Okay, so Cincinnati is in Central 3.
Yes.
If things stay the
They've
same,
topped the group.
yeah, they've already clinched that spot and everything. So if things stay as normal and Nashville doesn't do anything in there, we could see a true rematch of Nashville and Cincinnati.
What was so intriguing about that again? I feel like something happened.
Well, that was the game that while everybody was focused on Chicago and Toronto with Boyko out there ref in that one, the ref in that one was hideous in the Nashville Cincinnati.
Oh, before Leagues Cup.
Yeah. And
Yes.
two players were sent
Yeah,
off, you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They played with 9 men and ended up losing.
Mm-hmm.
Now this could set up a rematch of them, which if Columbus wins the group tomorrow, right? Then whoever we take on and we beat them can set up an early Hell is Real in the Sweet 16.
Yep. That is if we get second place.
That's if I thought that was if we get first.
No, that would be in the round of
If we
8.
got second, yeah,
If
that's
we got
right.
second, we could get a Hell is Real in the round of 16. If we get first, there's a possibility we can get it in the round of 8.
3 Hell is Real rounds in 1 year. I'm for all the
Po-
madness.
Possibly 4 if we meet them in the playoffs.
I'm here for all the madness.
I'm here for all of the Sergi Boyko games, man.
If he's here,
Give us
no, if
Sergi. No. Give us Sergi Boyko for Hell is Real August 20th. Give us Sergi Boyko for Hell is Real Eastern Conference Finals. Give it to us. We want the chaos. I live for chaos, Jerald. You know this. I live for the madness. I live for the mental state of everything. Okay,
listen,
and that is Sergi Boyko screwing every game over. Why? Because it's amazing. \S, if you know what that means.
listen. My head cannot take any more of him. I don't think
Well,
I have bail money.
I certainly don't. I certainly don't. I know that for sure. But you want to talk Cappies?
I sure do, cause man, it was exciting.
My friend, it is time for the Cappy's Corner. I just realized I didn't even have the ticker on.
Ay,
That was the
ay,
Crew versus Club America preview, if you guys didn't know.
ay. Well,
Gerald, take it away, man.
welcome to everybody's favorite segment of the show, Cappy's Corner. Cappies were back in action after their devastating loss against the Union 2, last week, which was supposed to be last Monday, which that got postponed to Tuesday. Um, so with that being said, Columbus took on Atlanta United 2, which that was supposed to be on Friday, but got pushed back to Thursday with no fans, in attendance. So starting the game off, Atlanta United with 2 quick yellow cards. Centono and Morales both yellow cards within the first 32 minutes of the game. And I believe it was level at halftime. Um, Needless to say, 50th minute, Noah found Taha. It looked like they were out there on the training pitch with that one, and Noah found Taha, who put it in the back of the net. Crew go up 1-0. 60th minute. This guy comes out of nowhere for bangers. But Coleman Gannon with the cannon. assisted by a Stuart Ritchie, and he was at the top of the box, and you just see him cock his leg and buries a rocket into the back. Crew go up 2-0. And pretty much it was like that for the rest of the game. I mean, Columbus, the Cappies had man, it looked like the first team out there on the way that they were pressuring Atlanta United too. They just were out there having fun. Columbus picked up a yellow card in the 68th minute. Chris Rogers. Then Brent Adu Giamfi came on in the 71st. Cole Baraka came on in the 71st. Atlanta United picked up 2 more yellows. Mateo Bunbury, I'll tell you what, everybody was wondering what was going on with him. He was rehabbing an injury and slowly coming back off that injury, man. He's getting out there and showing why Crew 2 went after him and got him. He had a couple chances where he could have buried, at least 2 or 3 of them in the back of the net. Um, that was pretty much the game. If you want to hear the post game conference from Laurent Courtois, it is posted on our Spotify account, and I believe it's also on Twitter. You can actually go click and listen to what he said about the performance and about Mateo Bunbury and Coleman Gannon with having a huge homecoming match. Crew 2 is back in action next week, where they are home to take on TFC 2 at 7 p.m. on Friday, August 4th. Or no, it's the 3rd. My fault. It did get changed to the 3rd because of Leagues Cup. See, look, CONCACAF madness.
I'm sitting here shaking my head off stage like, no, it's the 3rd. It's the 3rd.
Hey,
but yeah, it's a lot. It's been a lot going on, man. This middle of the season tournament is just throwing everybody off its game.
Hey, you know what? And literally the Cappies looked like the Cappies from last year. All the pressure. They had chances after chances. It could have been out of control. Cappies, yeah. And
I don't know.
Speaking of midsummer, did you see what Roman Bjorky said?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Like, I can understand it, but at the same time, Germany has the DFB Pokal, the Champions League, Europa League, whatever. There's other tournaments that go on inside of their seasons also. But it's because he's used to the winter schedule from August to May.
Which I get that and all that, but has he really experienced a winter here in the United States?
No, because St. Louis only joined the league this year.
Exactly.
So no, I don't know, man.
Which he won't be here in the winter, so he won't have to deal with the weather.
Yeah, no, he'll be back in Germany.
So his, I see his point of view, but at the same time, the MLS is doing fine, just like they are.
Mm-hmm.
And now you bring in Messi, and it's just.
I have no idea if this has any smoke to it. Jeremy Filosa. He's a journalist, insider for Apple TV and Montreal radio. 50 minutes ago, says, I'm able to confirm the departure of defender Rudy Camacho from Montreal. Club should confirm the news soon. Somebody recently reported that Columbus and Toronto were among interested teams.
I think
So
that's Nazi.
I don't know if Columbus is on the verge of making a signing, and that's why we've been making trades recently, or because I haven't seen Toronto make any trades.
And like I said, that I think that's Nazi going after players that he wants.
Yeah, I would assume so also.
And Camacho, played under Nazi last year.
Yeah.
Nazi knows his style.
Yeah.
He'd be a great addition for, what'd you say, he's a defender?
Yeah, he's a defender. I think he's a center back, to be specific.
True center back. What better, I think Nazi is telling Bez to do this.
I think so, because we have been making trades recently.
We got 150,000 from LAFC for that international spot that we got from Seattle.
And then I think we traded it. Oh no, we traded something recently.
We traded that international spot to LAFC for 150,000.
Right, but then we made another trade.
Not that
we made another trade.
Like we paid 150 to Seattle for that spot.
So wait, okay, and then we traded it to LAFC.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so, I forgot we got that from Seattle for Yevon. Oh, all right.
I think there's smoke to it, and I just want to get this out here. For all Crew fans, Lucas Zelarayan is not going anywhere. That guy, what is it, Will Forbes, is creating smoke where there is no fire.
At least that's what I've been told. He's not going anywhere.
I don't see, what I'm saying? I don't see him leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bez would be ran out of Columbus.
Oh, so would Nazi.
I don't think Nazi would have a decision, on that. I think Nazi would be against it, selling Lucas, but I think Bez would be ran out. I think he would be ran out of the state of Ohio. And you would see supporters not show up to any games.
Mm-hmm.
If that were to happen.
Yeah.
We all understand this is a business at the end of the day. Right? But a business decision with that league,
where it's just money.
Yeah, and there's no real... I don't think Lucas would do that anyways.
No.
Lucas wants to compete for titles. Lucas wants to compete for Lucas wants to compete for team trophies. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take a look at everybody going over there to Saudi Arabia, they're only going there for the money. They're going over there 1, 2 years, 3 years, getting, upwards of close to $1 billion, and then leaving. They got their paycheck, now they're out. It didn't mean nothing, and I don't understand why Ronaldo wants to, say it's a better league when his team hasn't even won a game yet.
Yeah, they have.
They have?
Yeah.
Well, when he said that statement, they hadn't won a game.
I'm pretty sure. on this year has won.
But you
I've
get
won a game so far. Well, is this 22, 23? Yeah, they finished. I think it's over 27-3. They finished last year 27-3.
and the new season hasn't started yet.
Nah, not yet. Mm-mm. Nope. But on to other things. You want to do some predictions for tomorrow?
Sure.
All right, let me just get it up here.
Oh, I did hear some EPL rumors though.
What the hell's EPL got to do with Columbus and
Real quick, Liverpool's looking at a Mbappe.
No way. There's no
Yes.
way. There's no way. There's no way. And I'll tell you why. He has voiced his what's it called? He wants to play with Madrid, and Madrid. That's why Madrid has gotten rid of almost everybody.
Oh, I know.
Wrong one. If that happened, beds would be hung from the rafters at LDC. I assume we're talking about
Lucas getting
yeah.
sold.
Some accounts like that one mention on European accounts that are bored with any European soccer. So just look at popular MLS teams and players and make stuff up for clicks and retweets. I don't think Will Forbes is a European account. At least I don't think. I have no idea. MLS Gone Wild is another account that does that. There's a lot of MLS accounts that follow MLS that do stuff like that. What was the other one? Crew Rhino. Oh my lord. Crew Rhino was is that there's somebody else that runs that account also now.
Oh my god.
I think they call themselves the Crew Lizard. So you have Crew Rhino and Crew Lizard.
Listen. They're about as another writer I know of asking questions at Leagues Cup Media Day. But I do want to say congratulations to United on the signing.
Oh, DC?
Manchester United.
Who?
What's his name? Starts with H. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, Rasmus Holland.
Yeah.
That's a big amount of money. More than I would have liked, to be honest with you. All right. So right now, tomorrow's games are the last games of the first round of the group stage.
Love it.
We only have 4. Just to let you know. So we'll start with the one that everybody's going to be watching. Conscious, I think I bullied Crew Rhino off of Twitter last season. I think a lot of people bullied Crew Rhino off of Twitter last season. And then they came back. We'll start with the game that everybody's going to be hopefully tuning into also or checking updates for. Puebla, Chicago from SeatGeek Stadium.
Give me Chicago on this one.
Yeah. I see it. I back it. I rate that.
3-0.
I rate that. I see that happening. Chicago takes C2.
The combination of Shaqiri and Kamara, Kamara is just another, how you score a goal and then go take a selfie with a Minnesota United.
I have no idea what happened with that though, because there was something happened with that.
I don't know, but it's just hilarious. He came over, took a pic.
I mean, hey.
But I think it was that, since he played for them.
Yeah.
It might have had, somebody might have had a United, Minnesota United jersey with Kamara's name on it.
I have no idea because he said something to the crowd, I think.
I don't know.
And then went over and took a picture with that girl. You said 3-0 Chicago?
Yeah.
3-0 Chicago. Toluca, Colorado from this is funny. All of the Mexican teams are home tomorrow in their opponent's stadium. This is crazy. Toluca, Colorado from Dick's Sporting Goods.
Give me Toluca 3-1.
Give me 2-2 draw. Toluca wins 5-4 on penalties.
Hey.
I wish I had MUTV. Chivas de Guadalajara, Kansas City from Children's Mercy Park.
Give me Chivas.
Yeah, Chivas 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm game for that. I'm game for that.
Because I mean, Kansas City doesn't have Polito either. He picked up,
I picked up a red card, their headbutt against Cincinnati.
He picked, so it was the mandatory one, and then he also got a plus one.
Oh, he picked up another one?
No, yeah, I think that's what they said in the broadcast against Cincinnati is that KC's Polito, he picked up that red, but he'll also have to sit out an additional one.
Well, are they going to put that over to the league then? Because Casey's dunzo.
Actually, this would be the one then, because this is Casey's second match. So yeah, they're not going to have Polito for this match.
Okay. Last game. Winner take all. Club America, Columbus Crew. Oh crap.
Oh man. That just sucks. Oh, give me 3-2 Columbus. I don't think Schulte walks out of there with the clean sheet.
Presuming he starts.
Yeah. Well,
I hope he starts.
I'm gonna do this. You know what? Give me 2-0 Columbus.
Playing it safe.
Give me 2-0 Columbus, regardless of who starts in net.
Give me
I already know what you're gonna go.
Give me 2-2 draw. Give me Club America 4-2 on penalties. So Club America would take C1, we finish second, and head north to the Twin Cities. I would assume. Yes. Yeah. No. Yes.
Oh my god. They just blew it.
Who?
Atletico San Luis.
Red Bull scored?
Listen. San Luis had a chance to go up 2-1 with a PK. PK was saved. Red Bulls came back. Goal by Dante Van Zier.
What minute?
92nd.
Ooh. Okay.
91st, something like that. And San Luis had a turnover, and Red Bulls just made it 3-1.
Last segment before I get on some Apex. The weekly yellow card, red card segment. Jerald, start us off.
All right, so my yellow card would have to be some of the customers I get at Huntington that you no matter what you do, you try to teach them, walk them how to do things like their online banking, or you know, they come in unverified, so you have to ask the questions for verification, and they tell you, well, why do I need to give you that information? Well, I need to verify you. Are you sure you work for Huntington?
No, I'm just sat behind a desk.
And like that's where I really want to come back and say, well, you called me. I didn't call you. So, that's stuff that irks my nerves, but I tolerate it because it's my job.
Yeah.
My red card is Chipotle. You go in there and you're telling them to make your burrito bowl, right? I see that. Um, you tell them that you want double brown rice, and they put a scoop and a half of rice in there. That's not double rice. Then they want to get an attitude when you say, well, can I get some more rice? Well, I want double black beans. Then they get mad when you say, well, can I get some more beans? It's like, okay, you get everything, go all the down the line. Like mine, I just get meat, cheese, beans, and rice and sour cream, right? So I'll tell them exactly like that, and they'll be like, can I get some cheese? And they'll just do like a little bit of that. No, go ahead and load that cheese on there until I tell you to stop, like Olive Garden. And they get mad when I say, okay, well, sour cream. And they'll just take one scoop and that's that. No, give me some sour cream. So all this whole time that I've been doing burrito bowls, right? I never knew you could have them mix it. Never knew that. And I'm mad.
Uh, you just say you can have them mix it.
Yes. I was at
So
the
my
Chip
whole life has been a lie.
Yes, I was at the Chipotle there in Worthington Woods. And the couple before me, she got a bowl. And the lady was like, do you want me to mix that for you? So it's all mixed up already.
My
And I
whole
sat
life
there
has
and
been
I
a lie.
watched. And what she did was, yes, she had her gloves on, but she took two of the lids that, they have for the sauce cups, and she mixed the whole thing up.
My whole life has been a lie.
I said the same thing too. So, when I go through my line and I said, we're getting down to the end before they put that on there. I said, hey, can you mix that for me too? Oh, girl was like, here, I got you. And she literally with the cut the top, she literally mixed it up. I said, I've been told a lie my whole life at Chipotle.
My whole life has been a lie.
And then the guy at Piata did the same thing for me. I got my Piata bowl, and he's like, you want me to mix that for you? I said, sure. I'm thinking he's about to do something in the bowl. He pulls out a metal mixing bowl, throws everything in there, and tosses it. It's all mixed up, everything, pours it right back in the bowl.
My whole life has been a lie. I'm not happy.
No, I'm not. Like Chipotle, you could have told us years ago that, we can have our bowl mixed. I wouldn't have been sitting here scraping things off of the, toppings off of the lid. It would already been mixed, and I wouldn't give two nickels, about toppings on the lid because it's already mixed.
Yeah.
So Chipotle, you get my red card of the day.
I just got a text. Somebody watching the show. They said, I see. I never knew that about Chipotle either.
Exactly. I think it matters. It's all about the which one you go to.
To be honest with you, yeah, I think it is. I'm gonna see if hotheads will do that.
I'm mad. They took hotheads away from me in my area.
There's one by me. There's one on
Bastard.
Broad Street by me.
Yeah,
I
I
might I
know.
might get hotheads tomorrow before I come to the stadium. No, actually, no. I'm gonna go down to Boston's. No, I'm not gonna go to Boston's. No, 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 no. That place is gonna be overrun with crew and Club America fans. No way. I'm getting hotheads tomorrow.
Can you grab me a burrito from Hotheads, and I'll pay you back on Wednesday?
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, my yellow card would
People that
have,
people that complain about people playing Apex.
my yellow card would have to be. I don't even know if I gave them a red card though. I just thought about that. My yellow card would have to be. I think I've done it before, but I'm gonna do it again. This Ohio weather,
That was a
man.
red card for that trick last time.
Yeah, but I mean, I can tolerate it because it's where I live, you know. But man, it was hot today, man. During my game, I came home feeling like I was about to get sick. I was sweating so bad. I was fatigued. My water bottle was like super hot, so my water was hot.
Did you play or ref?
I played.
Oh, keeper.
I was playing today, man. But the thing was like there was no breeze, there was no cloud coverage.
Oh yeah, that's the
Bro,
worst.
it was just sun beating down, but I'm like, I'm playing a sport I love, so I guess I'll be fine. Whatever. Um, my red card would have to be this gentleman right here. Why? Because he adds us on Twitter. Hey, you need a third for the Club America preview? Sure. Why not? You know what? Let's get Konor on the show. It's been a minute. I sent him the link on Twitter. Like, hey, here's the link to join. The invite link. What happens? He comes and has to say this. Hey guys, sorry, I'm working late tonight. I done put in all this work, Konor. I done sent you a link, and this is how you repay us.
And you made him do work.
And you made me do all the work of going through and setting up everything and inviting you, shaking my head. But it's okay. Still love you, buddy. Oh, and also give him another game suspension for saying that I still play Apex.
Yeah. My
So,
yellow
Conor, you
card
have two
goes.
rights. You're missing this one, and then you're missing the next one. No, I'm kidding.
I give him a yellow for being an Arsenal fan.
Oh, Jerald giving you a double yellow, so you're missing three, my friend. Jesus Christ. Golly, you're missing three. Yo, what if at one point in time we give each other a yellow card or a red card and we have to miss an episode?
Sorry, this episode is not being played this week.
Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, Seattle's up 2-1 over
Jesus
Monterey.
Christ, that game just started.
It's in the 32nd minute.
That game started 32 minutes ago. Man. Other than that, anything else you want to add before we pop off here and I start playing Apex?
Took 2 hours of PTO, so I'm off at 3:30 tomorrow. I heard this
1:30.
I heard this tailgate is gonna be something else.
I kind of want to do like one of those video things tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to find my my tripod stick somewhere around here.
Yeah.
And try to be out there for the tailgate and just walk around with it being recording and getting interviews.
Look at
From
my guy
fans.
look at my guy taking initiative, man.
Just get
Go on, the lad. How away the lad.
hey,
How away the lad. Go on. Take an initiative.
if not, I would love for you to join the tailgate.
What's the weather supposed to be like? Because if it's supposed to be hot, I'm getting there at 5:45 and I'm going straight to the press box. I can't do this heat, man.
Let's see what tomorrow's temperature. Supposed to be 83 tomorrow.
Shameless plug. Everybody go subscribe to my Substack. Link in my bio. On Twitter.
So at 3 o'clock, it's supposed to be 83.
Isn't it supposed to go down or something like that?
By 5:45, it's supposed to be 77 degrees.
I'll probably pop around. I'll probably pop around to the tailgate with you.
By kickoff, 8 o'clock, it's supposed to be in the 60s.
I'll probably pop around the tailgate with you. I'll actually, I will see if I can use one of the cameras. I'll just take one of the cameras from Lead the Way.
The XLRs?
Well, to be honest, all the equipment is at Lead the Way. Like, there's 3 cameras that Lead the Way, 2 Canons, 1 Sony. The other Sonys are probably at Hockey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just take I'll take the Sony from Lead the Way. I'll stop by the studio, get a mic.
I'll hold the camera.
And then we can just do it that way. We can do it for us. We can do it for Yamo. We can do it for...
Yeah.
I mean, we can do it for us and then like have Yamo share it out. I put it together and share it out on Yamo's Twitter. Yeah, and whatnot. It's gonna be a game tomorrow, dude.
That's why, like, if we had one of the XLRs, one of the Sonys,
yeah,
that would be, this is an epic. It's supposed to be a blackout.
Yeah.
And LaGuardia is hosting, I think, something tonight and something tomorrow. I don't know. But, man, it's about to go down tomorrow. Do want to tell the fans one thing. Stay tuned because there's great things coming from the show that you don't want to miss.
Announcement coming Tuesday.
Yeah. So, you don't want to miss it.
Stay tuned. Jerald, my friend, other than that, let's get ready for tomorrow.
Yes.
Immaculate vibes everywhere. This has been the Wisemen Say podcast. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald Lucas. Jerald, my friend, as tradition goes, Wisemen Say,
only fools rush in.
Peace, love, and happiness. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Make sure to get to the game safely tomorrow. Get there early. Make sure you guys get your parking passes. And let's hope Crew pull out a win. So
Stay hydrated.
So we can host on Friday, huh? Are you not going to agree with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I thought you were going to finish, some other things. No, but stay hydrated, y'all, and stay wise.
Peace out, everybody. See y'all sometime next week, I think. I don't know.